That you're not supposed to exceed 2 children. Yeah, they could be money. Okay, so Yanko, what is the free market economy? Mm-hmm. I did. Um, the market economy. So yes, the decisions regarding investment, which goods and services to produce, are guided by the forces of supply and demand. So people produce what has more supply and what has more demand, and nothing other than that. For example, Malawi has a high demand for maize. So it means if people want to produce goods or services or crops, they may focus on such type of crops. There's comparing to maize, there may be a low demand for rice because Malawians love to eat nsima. But in other areas, there's a high demand of rice. So people produce depending on the demand and the supply. So characteristics. So when we look at these characteristics, the first one is that decisions about investment are guided by supply and demand. So the second characteristic is that there is minimal government intervention in terms of what is produced and what is not produced. So private individuals and businesses operate in order to make a profit. So those are the main characteristics of the free market economy, also called the capitalist market. We talked about it. Okay, so let us look at the advantages and then the disadvantages. So the first advantage is there is efficient allocation of resources. due to competition. So basically, what we are saying is the advantages are the opposite of the disadvantages of the planned economy. So there are also high levels of innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay, so there is a wide variety of goods and services that consumers can choose from, unlike the other one, the planned economy. So basically, the advantages are the opposite of the disadvantages of the planned economy. Okay, so let us look at the disadvantages. Okay, so the disadvantages of the free market economy, the first one is that there is a high probability that there may be lack of public goods and services because the government does not intervene in economic activities. So there may be lack of public goods and services. So examples may include the United States and Singapore. Those may be the examples of the free market economy. Okay, so the last type of economy is the mixed economy. There may be. Okay, so for the mixed economy, the characteristic is that it combines both the planned and the free market economies. It combines both the free and the planned economies. So the government or the public sector and the private sector both play a role in making economic decisions. So they play a role in economic decision making. So it means the government is also able to provide goods and services for the country. They also, on the other side, is the private sector is also going to produce goods and services and lead to innovation. So those are the characteristics of the mixed economy. Okay, so let us look at the advantages and then we'll finish off with the disadvantages. So the first advantage is that there is the balance of social welfare and also efficiency. So it means there is a balance between innovation and also the government being able to provide goods or services for those who may not afford them. So the other advantage of the mixed economy is that there is a chance of flexibility. So businesses may be able to make changes based on the economic conditions. So those are the advantages of the mixed economy. Okay, so now let us finish off with the disadvantages of the mixed economy. You don't die? So the first disadvantage of the mixed economy is that there is a high chance that the government will intervene too much. And the second disadvantage is that balancing the interests of both the public sector and the private sector may be too challenging. So sometimes the government may wish to control the activities of the private sector too much. Like a very good example is how you've noticed that the government has been withdrawing some products from the market that small businesses are selling. For example, even though it is unacceptable, but the very good example is how they withdraw charcoal and still do not provide a solution to what these individuals can do. So they're leaving them with no option, and also they're intervening too much into the private sector. So balancing the interests of both the public and private sector may be challenging. So there was a point in time whereby the government said that the small businesses, you must be able to pay tax. You must pay tax to the government for your business. That is what we may mean when we say excess government intervention. Examples of the mixed economies is most modern economies. So I said that with the mixed economy, most countries within the world or within the globe, they use the mixed economy. So just a few countries use the planned and the free economy. Mostly they mix up the two. Okay, so when we come on Thursday, we are going to look at privatization. That is what we are going to look at. So basically, this is talking about how governments may sell some part of the government to the private sector. We'll look into this.